everyone, welcome back. This is Flosstube number 42. My name is Crystal Rowe, and I'm here to talk to you about my stitching and stuff. Here we go with Didn't take long. So it's been 2 weeks since I last filmed, and so I'm excited to show you guys what I've been working on. And life has slowly been getting back to normal, which is great. Mike and I had a little date morning where we went thrifting this weekend. Oh, which reminds me, I got some DMC and I don't know where it's at. I don't know what he did with it. So I can thank Olivia, Southern Yankee Stitcher, for that. Because she said on her channel where it was at, and we live in the same area. And my chair is squeaky, so sorry. It needs some WD-40. Alright, and I just realized looking at the camera I didn't change my shirt. This is my cleaning house shirt. And I'm just going to wear it. So it says, let me just show you what it says. Because if you just read the top, you're going to think I'm horrible. It says, "Get in, loser. We're going caring." So this is from the movie Mean Girls, when she pulls up in the convertible and says, "Get in, loser." I think she says, "We're going shopping," or something like that. Well, this is the Care Bears version. We're going caring. So, yeah. Oops. I'm not going to show y'all my leggings. You don't want to see that. Alright, so, like I said, life's been getting back to normal. I have had a lot of schoolwork. So, as I transitioned from my mom needing so much, my schoolwork has been amping up, which is fine. I'm glad that it's kind of like the second half of the semester before it's starting to get a little bit more complicated. It's working out just fine. Parker is on spring break. We really haven't done anything. He wants to play video games and chill out, and the couple things he wanted to do were like not feasible. So, you know, he really just needed a break from school. They get a 2-week break. So this is the start of his second week. And I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll let you guys know. I don't think you'll hear it, but you may hear a rooster crow. My neighbors have a rooster in their backyard right now. I live in town where you're not allowed to have roosters. So it's a whole thing. It doesn't bother me. I think it's hilarious every time it goes cock-a-doodle-doo. I think it's absolutely hilarious. But their next door neighbor on the other side are very upset. Not because they have a rooster in town, but because they're going to kill the rooster and eat it. And so she came to my house yesterday and she was like super upset and asked me to speak to my husband because my husband's the mayor, and she was like, "Are people allowed to have roosters?" I'm like, "I don't think so. I'll talk to him about it." So yeah, it's the whole thing. So yeah, she doesn't want them to eat the rooster. She wanted, it's the whole thing. So anyway, I think it's hilarious because every 5 seconds it's out there crowing, and I live in town, so I don't get to hear roosters crow, and it's not bothering me one bit. So and it doesn't bother me one bit that that's their rooster. They can do what they want with it. Have you seen the price of chicken? It's insane. So anyway, let's get started. Hopefully I didn't just offend half my viewers. Alright, so first I'm going to do the giveaway winner. So I did a little video, and I'm going to insert that now. So I'm going to just, let's see here. Hey guys, I'm doing the Stitchy giveaway. And the first one is for Clover. So let's get YouTube comments. There's 8. Scroll down, start. Bridget Shamrock. "Clover me, please. So nice to see you back. I enjoy your videos. Stitch friend." Thank you, Bridget. Okay, so Bridget, I will be sending you Clover. And then the next one, I don't think anybody put Angel, but I'm going to stick it in there just in case. Oh, 1. Let's see. definitely gonna be Roxanne. All right, Roxanne, you get Angel. And then I had one more. And it was for the Valentine's Day, but I gotta look at my comments and see what word I used. I'm thinking it was Cupid. Let's see here. I know somebody put the word in. Photo booth. Alright. Photo booth. 3. Let's see. Dreskin Daniela. Beautiful finishes. I would like to stitch the photo booth or Clover. So I am going to insert the link for my Happy Mail and giveaway. I have forgotten to do that, so I'll insert that so you can give me your information. You can also always email me, message me on Instagram. So thanks, guys. Okay, so hopefully if editing magic worked, you saw the video of the giveaway winners. In case editing magic didn't work, I'm going to read the names off because I recorded that before this video. And the winner of Clover, now these are all secondhand patterns. It just grown. That poor Rooster. He doesn't know it's the end of his days. Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, so Clover goes to Bridget Shamrock, which is insane, Bridget, that your name is Shamrock and you get the Clover chart. So I love that. And photo booth goes to Dreskin Daniela. I'm assuming your name's Daniela Dreskin. And the angel chart goes to Roxanne Green. So I am going to put in my link to my Google Forms Happy Mail. I have not done that in a long time because I forget. I just forget every time. So what that form is for, Janet Jabber also does this. A few people do this. Is to give me your info for if you want to receive Happy Mail. Now, full disclosure, I have not sent out any Happy Mail. And I think y'all understand why. But I do want to send out Happy Mail and kind of surprise people randomly. And also for giveaway winners. Because when you email me your stuff, it gets... I get it when you email it. But if I ever want to contact you later, like say you win a second giveaway or something like that, or I have a chart I might want to send you, I can never find your address. So it's just lost. It's like, you know, how Gmail, it's like you get 6,000 emails, spam, all that stuff. So if you just take a moment and fill out the Google Forms for Happy Mail, it just is better for me to have all the information in one place. So I would really appreciate that. Now, if for some reason it doesn't work, you could email me or message me on Instagram. That is fine. Just get in contact with me somehow. And give me a week to mail them out. Okay, so this was the February Hilltop chart. I stitched this. I showed it in my last video. And my friend who I was going to pass this on to, she joined the club with Pine Needles, Utah. And I will have all information again for this club in my description box. So since she's got her own copy, I will pass this on this week. So if you are interested in stitching this, use the word heart. So just use the word heart and I will pick someone for that time. Now, if you are interested in this club, the information will be in the description box. But also, I have seen where they are adding the charts so you can buy them individually. I'm pretty sure I saw where you can get the PDF or the hard copy. So if you're interested in these charts, but you aren't interested in a monthly club, you can still buy the charts. So that's Pine Needles, Utah. And just, it's, my last video I said that I couldn't find anything on these. That's not the case anymore. They are in their shop, on their website, and you should have no trouble being able to order them. And you can also go to their clubs to join the club. I'm assuming it's still open. So, along with that, you will get a pack of Fat Quarter Shop Line Keepers. It's the Valentine's theme, so I had an extra pack of these, so I thought it would go well with this Valentine's theme chart. Alright, so I don't have any FFOs, and I don't have any finishes at all. I'm close on a couple, but I don't have any that I know of. Did I finish something? No, I haven't finished anything. Alright. So what I did do this week is I started stickering like a maniac. So I put my name on there, and I just have a bunch of stickers all over my book, and I love it. And I went back, and February was pretty much blank because of my mom's health issues. So I just put a bunch of stickers all over February to make it look pretty. And then March, I'm doing a little bit better. The second half of March, I put some stickers on the top half where I didn't have anything filled in. And I'm trying to be a little bit better about the bottom. So, I'm not good at this type of thing, but I do like having a reference, and I love stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? I'm glad that this trend is going on, because we all just need something fun to do sometimes. And it's a cheap little thing to do, because all the stickers I've used are from one book that I bought from Amazon. Except for, like, this one is from the Lindy Stitches Bird Crush Club, because I started that. But otherwise, they're all from that one book. So, I love that. Alright, let me just move this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to get started on whips. So, first I want to talk about round robin that I'm doing. I talked about this last time. And I finished my part on this one. It's time for me to mail it off, so I want to show you guys. This is a Rosewood Manor Dreaming Of. She has a collection of charts called Dreaming Of Daisies, Mums, Fuchsia, Sunflowers. There's a ton. And I'm doing this with a group of ladies. It was kind of put together, I think, yeah, I know it was, by Corinne and Colleen of Grace Notes Stitchers. And so it's super cool. We all picked what chart we wanted to do. I'm doing the same one as Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, which, Bobby, my heart goes, if you're watching this, my heart goes out to you. So big hugs. Bobby lost her fur baby, so I'm thinking about her. My best friend Andrina also lost a fur baby, and she lost one of her 2 dogs, and a couple weeks ago, and she actually came across a situation where a puppy needed a home, and she has a puppy now. So I'm glad that you know, I'm happy for her. She doesn't watch my videos. She loves me, and I love her, and I know she doesn't watch my videos. Okay, but she does cross stitch. She probably hasn't cross stitched in years, but she does all that stuff. So she taught me how to quilt. Okay. So my first one, okay, so the people doing this are Hannah Dowling, Sarah King, Janet Jabber, or Janet Osborne, me, Colleen and Corinne, and Carla Craft Addict K. And let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of us. Did I miss somebody? Hannah, Sarah, Bobby, Janet, Carla, me, Corinne, and Colleen. So I had I will put a picture here because I never showed mine because I had already mailed it. But Corinne of Grace Note Stitcher, she showed mine on their Flosstube. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but I'll put a picture here. I did Dreaming of Daisies, and I chose the big motif to do first. So I have Carla's, and I showed this last time, and let me get the card out and make sure I don't mess up what she did it on. I know the name of the fabric is Peanut Butter Jelly. Alright, so this is Fortnite Fabrics, PB&J, and this was so fun. This is 32 count, even weave, and Carla had stitched this motif, so I just worked off of her, and I added this one, and I put my initials. And this is what the whole chart looks like. So she did this one, and I did that one, and I hear a truck coming, so my dogs are probably going to bark. Okay, so I need to get this in the mail. When it's my turn to mail, I mail to Colleen and Corinne, and Colleen and Corinne, they each have their own chart to stitch. So I guess Corinne will do it and Colleen will do it. I'm not sure which order they do it in. And so now that I'm done with Carla's, I get to stitch on the next one. And my next one is from Janet Jabber. And Janet has Dreaming of Sunflowers. And if you watch Janet, you'll know she loves sunflowers. They're very special to her. This is beautiful. And I'm going to get out her card that has all her information. Okay. So she hand dyed this fabric herself. It is an 18 count Aida. She's using a called for DMC. Wow. Okay. So Janet started it and Carla did a motif. So I will, what's this? Okay. So this is Dreaming of Sunflowers. This is what Carla and Janet have done so far. And it looks like it's this section right here. So I'll have to look. I don't know which one to do, but I like to stitch right to left. So my natural inclination to stitch would be probably this, but that's really big. Oh. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, it is on Aida, which is like, mine's on 32 count linen, and I'm sorry, ladies, because not everybody likes to stitch on linen. Bobby, I'm talking to you. So, yeah, and then I have a little bit of, no, I don't have haul for this. Ignore that. Alright, so moving on to my whip pile. I have this. This was Stitchy Kindness from Jill, this pattern, and this is Patchwork Santa. She heard me mention this on a Flosstube a while back, and I saw Pam from Just Keep Stitching. She stitched and finished this, and I fell in love with it. And every time I say it's not my style, it's more, I guess, old-fashioned than what I normally like to stitch, but I love this. It just gives me all the Christmas warm and fuzzies. So Jill kindly sent me this, and I am pulling this out when I do Zooms. So now I don't do it the whole Zoom, every Zoom, but my goal is to, when I have a Zoom, to put some time into this. So this is on 14 count. I get this wrong every time. I want to say Waxing Moon Dyed Effect from Fabric Flare. It's like a beige dyed effect. So I did put some lines in there because this has a lot of, I wouldn't say confetti stitching, but it has a lot of, I guess it is kind of like confetti for regular, not full coverage. It has a lot of little tiny pieces, and I could see myself, a lot of them are very similar shades of like creams and reds and greens and blues. So I gridded this out with my friction marker just to make my counting easier. And I started on the border. And I started on the little horse coming out of the bag. The little, what are these things called? It's like the horse on the stick that you play with when you're little. So I was on Zoom, and I have ripped this out and restitched it a bunch. I had messed this whole one up. I was on Zoom, and I noticed, if you look at the original pattern, there's like little pine needles and berries coming out of the border. Well, I hadn't stitched that yet, and I really like the way that it looked like this without the pine needles and the berries. So I asked the ladies, okay, what do you think? I haven't stitched it yet, but I kind of like how this looked, and it was a overwhelming response of yes, leave off the pine needles and berries. It's a cleaner look like that. So I feel like, I wouldn't say it makes it look more modern, but I feel like it puts more of the focus on the Santa and the toys. So I'm going to leave that off and just stitch the border without the pine needles and the berries. So that's fun because it's good to stitch on Zoom because it's Ada, it's 14 count, I can see it, I can talk while I do it, even though I do have to rip out sometimes. But you know what? I don't mind. I'll fix my mistakes. Alright, so that's Patchwork Santa, and as long as I'm doing Zooms, you should continue to see progress on that. I have been able to do the Grace Notes Fabrics Zoom the past 2 weeks, and if you don't know what that is, it's the Grace Notes Fabrics Facebook group that they have for their fabric. You don't have to buy, let me rephrase that. You don't have to be like currently buying fabric in order to participate in the group, participate in the Zoom. It's more of a community. So it's great if you love the fabric and you join the club and all that and you support them that way. But Colleen and Corinne and their family are just very loving and open, and they are very like sweet about the whole community and just very like, they're just, you know, very welcoming. So if you're looking for a Zoom to join, that's a great one. Of course, join my Zoom too. I don't know. I kind of want to do one Friday. Okay, honestly, if it was up to me, I would do Zoom every Friday night. And I talked about it this weekend. I would love to Zoom, like have mine open every Friday. I just know that I can't do that because my husband would be like, when are you going to talk to me? So maybe every other Friday. I don't know. This is his birthday weekend. His birthday is Saturday, April 2nd, which is also World Autism Day, which is a big day for us. We're an autism family. So yeah, his birthday is Saturday. So we kind of have some plans for Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll do it. But I'll post it. But I would love for you to hop on and join us with Zoom. The last one I did, I mean, it's just so nice hanging out with y'all and talking. And I mean, you know, I've been able to make friends from different walks of life, different places in this world, and it's so awesome because I don't have that in my daily life. My daily life, it's hard for me to spend time with my friends because of everything that I have, like my responsibilities with my son and my mom. And it's not, I mean, it's just, I need that. So I need that time with, you know, with my fellow stitchers. So it's always good for my emotional health and just like being able to laugh and have a good time. So if you're kind of looking for that, it is, if you've never done it before, it is nerve-wracking the first time you get on a Zoom and you don't know anybody, you don't know what to say. The good thing is there's usually somebody there who is more outgoing than you who will kind of get the conversation going. That's my experience, is that if you just hang back and just do your stitching and just people will talk, eventually you will feel comfortable to talk back and to say things. Nobody's going to expect you to sit there and carry on a conversation. The most somebody might say is, what are you working on? And that's a good way to kind of get the ball rolling and talk and for all of us to share. And then eventually the conversation will lead to something where you're going to feel comfortable talking. And if you don't, that's fine. Just sit and listen to everybody. Sometimes I have my earbuds in and I'm doing like, I might be cutting fabric or doing something, or I don't talk and I just listen to everybody. So, you know. Okay. Moving on. This is the next photo booth that I'm working on. I ordered this from Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives. It is the Easter Bunny. It's called Easter Surprise. It's Easter Bunny. Yeah. My bunny looks so stupid. I forgot till I was showing this how stupid it looked. Okay, I'm sorry. But this thing has got the goofiest face. Okay, so this I stitched it how it was called for. Look at that bunny face. He's so goofy. I stitched it like the chart. Okay, so here's the thing. The good thing is, these things are so tiny, you're not really going to see his face when this is decorated in my house. And like, you know, all the tours of people that I'm constantly bringing into my house to look at my stitching, they're not going to notice it. This is on a 32 count natural linen that came with the kit. So, I'm not sure. It's the same linen that comes with all of them. It's just, sometimes it's this color and sometimes it's like a shade darker. And I'm going to leave this out because I bought a finishing piece for these things I want to show you guys. That poor bunny face. Just look down and saw it again. Woo! Alright. So my next project is Celebrate Spring by Madame Chantilly. And I am stitching this on I believe this, I don't think it's Lugana. It's 27 count Linda from Bestitch Me, and it's so soft. And it's the prettiest color. It's a blue. I think it's called, sorry about the wrinkles, I think it's Winter Blues, or I had a couple blues. I think one was called Sleet, but I usually try to keep the tag, and I don't have the tag for this one. This was when I was in her Fabric of the Month Club. So I have the little Rae Dunn cup that says Hop, the roses, and the bird. So I have this part right here. So when I pick it back up, I will move over to the bunny. And I love this. This is a good spring stitch. I mean, it's Celebrate Spring, but I really enjoyed it. It took me a long time, and I picked out all the green. I had stitched the wrong color green for those leaves, and I went ahead and frogged it all out, and I fixed it. I'm so glad I did. So I'm really enjoying that. It's going to take forever. Okay, so my next one is one of my March whip goes. My 2 March whip goes, let me get my whip go board, this is my whip go board. I've made so many changes. So for March, it was the 15th, which was Let Your Light Shine to finish it, which is what I'm going to show you. And the other one was A New Start for an ornament of any season. And my goal was to finish it. I may finish it. I don't know. I may not. So, Let Your Light Shine. I started this for Parker when we were homeschooling. And this is from Heartstring Samplery. I'm stitching this on 14 count chalkboard black. And I'm getting there, guys. This has fuzz all over it. We had a blanket that just put blue fuzz on everything. So I have let your light that's what let your light So I gotta finish shine and do the rays of light, and that'll be done. And I'm going to try to just put this in an 8x10 white frame from like a Walmart or something. So I could definitely get this done by the end of March. Will I? I'm afraid if I don't, I just won't finish it. So I need to go ahead and get it done. Alright, next one, Mill Hill Monday. I don't do this every Monday. If I did, I would already be a lot further. But I do work on it. This is Mill Hill Winter Glow. The sun is coming out and it's like, I don't know, it might change the lighting in here. I love this. The only thing is it's really hard to show this blue background because of everything is just too light. Let me try this project bag. Okay, that might help. So that's what I've done so far. I started in the top right corner, and I'm being very methodical about stitching this because it is confusing. I can't show you the chart, but you can imagine those swirls. They're tricky, so I'm doing like square by square by square, and I'm using my marker to mark it off. So, yeah, I got quite a bit done on that for considering how long it takes me to stitch it. But I really like it. I love it, actually. Okay, the next one is my Barbara Anna Designs. It's a 5-part series called A New World. And I'm on part 2. I've already stitched part 1 was this one. I think I showed this last week too, but I'll show it again. This was part 1, A Night of All Fears. Now, my goal was to get all 5 parts done to take to StitchCon. And I have decided this weekend that's not my goal anymore because I was getting to the point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore because I was thinking, oh, I'm never going to get this done. I'm never going to get this done. So, I just fixed that by not planning on taking it. I can always take it next time because I'm almost done with the second part and that leaves 3 more parts to do, and they're not huge, but there are so many thread color changes that I would have to really focus on this, and this isn't a piece that I want to stitch on all the time. It's just when I'm in the mood. So this is what I have done so far, and I'm really happy with it. It's really fun. I just have this section right here, which is a good bit of stitching because it's houses, kind of like that one, but bigger. So it's really fun. I mean, these got these like little teeny tiny rabbits, cow, whatever that thing is. There's one of the roosters that's next door. So it's been really fun. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that's, I don't know if I'll take anything to StitchCon for the brag table. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I have anything worth taking that anybody would want to see. So I just won't take anything unless something pops out at me and I want to take it. So my next one is a sale I'm doing with Courtney of Stitches Please. It is the Blue Flower Moonlight Sampler. And this is on 40 count Winter Wren by Fox and Rabbit, which is a gorgeous fabric. I mean, gorgeous. Now, it's on 40 count, and I'm really struggling with that. I have an appointment to get a new eye prescription on Thursday, which then it'll take, you know, a few weeks to get my glasses in. But I'm hoping when I get my prescription updated that my stitching is going to be a little bit easier, because I have noticed with pretty much anything except 14 count, I'm having trouble. And it's not just the stitching, it's reading the charts. I keep bringing the chart closer to my face. So I I had unpicked all of this because there was a mistake. And instead of going back to stitch it again, I decided, which I unpicked like what was right here. I decided to start on the moon to just give myself something different. So that's what I did. So it's not a lot, but it takes me a long time because it's 40 count. So I love it and I don't love it at the same time. I love the fabric. I love the colors. I love the pattern. I don't love how painstakingly slow I am when I stitch on it. So I feel like the next time I pick something, because the reason I chose 40 count was because I didn't want to get a half yard of fabric. And because it's so expensive. And I thought, I'll just get 40 count. But I think I'm going to have to get 32 count the next time I stitch something like this, because I want to enjoy it. I don't want to feel like I don't want to be miserable. So, not that I'm miserable, but it hasn't been as fun as some of my other things because I'm struggling with the fabric. Alright, so the next one is the Annie B's Folk Art stocking, 12 Days of Christmas stockings. This is stocking number 1. I'm in a club with Crazy Annie Stitching. If you watched my last video, you saw my face in response about that. So, I did receive month 3 after I was invoiced for month 4. I received month 3 yesterday. So, month 4 is supposed to come next week. So, we'll see. This is month 2. I will show you month 3 in my haul. So, I started this, and I talked about this before, but in case you missed it or it's your first time, I originally started this on perforated paper, black perforated paper. I didn't like it. It wasn't turning out how I envisioned in my head. So, I decided to order fabric. So, I ordered, and this literally has like pet hair all over it. This is like a pet hair magnet. Moses shedding right now, and Stormy is crawling all over me when I stitch. So this is a 28 count Lugana, and I was having trouble stitching on this in my stitchy spot, so I moved in front of the window with good light. I mean, because I have an aught light, but it wasn't enough light to stitch this. So when I moved in front of the window, it was fine. So this is what I got done. I have the top border. Let me show you the picture again. So there's the top border and then the one and the partridge. So I have that. And these have a little bit of beading that goes on them. So, and I really enjoyed what stitching I did on that. So the only reason I stopped was because I had schoolwork, so I didn't get much done for that one. Alrighty, get a drink. What's next? Okay, next is my ornament start for Whip Go. So the ornament I picked was the Satsuma Street. My thing is wrinkled. I have no idea if this is oology. I'm thinking oology. And the one I wanted to do first was this one with the purple background, because I have this gorgeous piece of purple fabric called Blackberry Latte from Grace Notes Fabrics, and I wanted to use that as a background. So I'm not stitching the patterns. You can stitch the background color, like this one's purple, or you can use a purple fabric, and she has that in the instructions, which I mean, you can decide for yourself. So I love this fabric, so I am using the purple as my background. I mean, I'm not stitching the background color, if that makes sense. I'm using the fabric as my background. So that's what I have done so far. I love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So this, Helen D just did a finishing tutorial on these. That's really good. So if I get it done, I can maybe try to do her finishing tutorial. So I had to get a ton of DMC for these. because they use a lot of colors. And I doubt I'll stitch more than one, but I would like to do a second one next year. I like them all. Okay. And the rest of that fabric, I know what I want to stitch on it. So I'll talk about that and kind of like plans. So my next one is the Lindy Stitches Bird Crush Club. Now, she sent an email out maybe 4 or 5 days ago. She had openings. I don't know if there are, but she did open some more spots. So the one that I started was the Broad Billed Hummingbird. This is the cover photo. This is the model stitch. And the fabric that I chose to stitch mine on, as you can see, this is like a green, I'm not sure if it's picking up, but it's a green fabric. So I used Pistachio Frappe from Grace Notes Fabrics. This was my fabric of the month for January. Blackberry Latte was the fabric of the month for February. So this is what I have done. And yes, it is supposed to be pale like that if you look at the picture. That's correct. They're not supposed to really pop off the page. I love it. Love it. I didn't want to put this down. Did not want to put it down. I actually worked on it during church on Sunday. So, and the kit comes with one specific floss, and this one came with the blue on the bird, and it is Threadworks. Let's see what the color is called. Seafoam. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait to get to that part. Can't wait. And I think what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to finish them in a hoop. So maybe I'll change them out once a month. Alright, so the last whip that I have is my April Hilltop. This is so fun. I'm stitching this on the 14 count white Aida that came with the kit. And this is what I have done so far. He is so cute. And I still have to put the border and the eggs on the bottom, and I'll be ready to fully finish this. So I have everything to fully finish it in the kit. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see what May is going to be. I just pulled floss for this. So some of it may be the call for, but the things are so tiny that you don't really, I mean, it's not a big deal. I just pulled similar colors that I had in my stash, which is what I've done for every month. I've just pulled what I had, added to it. So that's it for whips. Now we'll move on to Stitchy Kindness. So after my last video, I had talked about the Bird Crush Club. And I got I got a message from Tanya, and she had joined the club and gotten the first month and then decided it wasn't for her. So she had the first month, and she so kindly sent it to me. So the first month is Stellar J. I want to think Janet Jabber stitched this. I've seen it on Instagram. So Stellar J. And then she sent everything with it. There is the photograph, and it has the information. And let me tell you what, I know this isn't the same type of jay, but the blue jays have been out here where I live, and they are so gorgeous. I love the blue jays. The stickers, and then the specialty floss, which in this pattern is for the leaves, which is Threadworks. It's going to be Threadworks every month, I think. Threadworks Grass is Green. So the specialty floss is for the, is that pine needles? Looks like pine needles, not grass. Sorry. So thank you, Tanya, so much. That, I mean, it was so sweet. So sweet of her to send that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Moses over here. My dog. He's rooting around in the corner. Ugh. Yes. You want to say hi? No? You want some attention? You gotta wait a few minutes. Mommy's almost done. Oh, okay. So, I got more Stitchy Kindness. So, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed just starting to talk about this. So I went by the library to pick up my books that are on hold. And I have the best librarian. And that's the one thing I miss about homeschooling. I mean, I miss a lot of things about homeschooling. But I really miss going to the library with Parker and picking out books. And he got to the point, especially with COVID, where I was doing a lot of the picking. But, man, we read together every day. And I would read a chapter. I have a chapter book to him every day. And I really miss that. I mean, his teacher does it now. But it's just like, that was a really special time for us. And if we didn't start our day with it, like, he was, like, out of sorts. Like, Mommy had to read first thing. So I miss that. Anyway, we have a great librarian. And I had mentioned to her a while back that, because she said she cross-stitched, and I was telling her about Flosstube. And I told her I had a Flosstube channel. Well, I forgot, and I forget that people watch me, and they know me, and I get extremely bashful and embarrassed. So I went in there and she's like, oh, I got some stuff for you. And she said she'd been watching my videos, and I just like wanted to fall on the floor and hide because I was so embarrassed. And Shannon, you know I love you. Just got so embarrassed because I'm like, all the dumb stuff I say and do. But Shannon gave me this big pile of fabric. So there's a bunch of, I think these are to be used as bookmarks. They're definitely what they're good for. But I'm telling you what I saw other than bookmarks was, is that not the perfect size for a little Christmas ornament? And it's got the prettiest trim. So there's a couple colors of this. There's this white Ada. There's a bookmark kit. And there's some bigger pieces of Ada in all kinds of different colors. And these are perfect for smalls and ornaments. So thank you if you're watching. Thank you so much. And we are so blessed to have you as our librarian. So yeah, I miss that so much. So Shannon's so good at like knowing what you're gonna like and what your kid's gonna like, and doing programs for the kids and things like that. Okay, so that's my Stitchy Kindness. Now, I have some haul. Oh, before haul, I want to show you a freebie. So, Mama Witch Cross Stitch, her Facebook group is of the same name. You've probably, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you may have seen her patterns. She does the, I think they're mostly on black. She does the one, oh, I can't wait to do it. It's the possum with the moonshine jug. I have to do that one because my grandpa was a moonshiner. Actually, grandpa and great-grandpa made moonshine in West Virginia. That's where I'm from. So, my other grandpa was a coal miner. This is coal mining hat over there. Coal mining helmet. So, anyway, this is a freebie from her. And she shared it on Instagram, and she said you could find it in her Facebook group. So, it's super cute. He's cleaning his little turnabout for spring cleaning. And I fell in love with this. It's small. It's not very big. And it is like the most freaking adorable thing ever. Look at that. So, I kitted it up. I don't know. I want to start it, but I had this little piece of black fabric. And so, I haven't started, but that is a freebie. But you need to go to Facebook and type in Mama Witch Cross Stitch, X for cross, and she will add you to her group, and it's on there. Now, the group wasn't active because she has a lot of activity on Instagram. I thought her Facebook group would be more active, but the day that I joined, there wasn't a lot of activity. It was like she'd had a surge of activity before, and I guess like she's more of an Instagram, but because of where she lives and what's going on, she is losing a lot of access to her business. And so anyway, that's a freebie. Now for haul. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the piece I got. I went to Hobby Lobby because I wanted to find something to finish these photo booths on. So I actually took one with me, but I think it's out in my car. It is the one I finished, the Valentine's Day one, that I forgot to put the eyes, and I showed y'all, and they have no eyeballs. So I got to add some eyeballs. So what I did is I just folded it up, the finished piece, like this. And I went around Hobby Lobby to try to find the finishing piece. So this is what I found. It's this. This was in the pet frame section. It's like where the regular frames are, but the pet themes. And it is the perfect size to put inside there. So it fit well. I can add like the background piece and just switch them out month to month. So this is, if you're interested, the number is 1872894. So this was a good size for the photo booth, because that's a hard size to find. I even looked up photo booth frames on Etsy, because they do sell them, and they're not that expensive considering the quality that they are. But the measurements were not, they were more for like actual, they were for actual photo booth pictures. And these are, you know, not the exact size of a photo booth picture. So this will work great. And I can just switch them in and out. So I picked that up. I got my month 3 of the 12 Days of Christmas, 3 French hens. And that looks like gold thread. It's not. It's DMC 729. So when I first saw these, I thought they were metallic. They're not metallic. They're just DMC. Alright, so a couple weeks ago, Pam and Steph on Just Keep Stitching shared that Twin Peak Primitives were having a sale. And this had been on sale 2 times previously, and I didn't buy it. And I kicked myself both times. So I got it this time. And I got the ornament. This is a paper printout. It's a digital pattern. The ornament book. Because when they showed this I think it was last fall, I fell in love with these ornaments. You can't see them real well in here. I'm just going to add a picture. There's one with the deer. And it has like a barn inside the deer. And the little fox with the hat. I love them all. Like, I could stitch every single one of these. And I have people in mind that I want to stitch these for. So when they went on sale, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Because it costs more than a regular pattern, but you're actually getting like 12 patterns or however many it is. So that's one thing I picked up. I need to get a drink. Okay. The next thing I picked up was the National Needlework Market cookbook. And I did not bring my paper over here of who I bought this from. It was a Stitchy shop in, Welcome Stitchery. Welcome Stitchery. I will double check that. That's what this little tag says. I will double check it, and if it's not Welcome Stitchery, I will put where I got it from. But the packaging was great. It arrived quickly, and I could not wait to open this. It has really awesome recipes, but it has all those charts in it. So you can't, a lot of them don't have pictures, but like here's a blackbird. I can cover up the chart and show you. Some of them have pictures of the finishes, so I can show you that. So this is the blackbird. This is Alma of Blackbird Designs. That's the one that's in there for them. So it was $8 plus shipping. It's completely worth it. There are so many smalls in here. And there's some recipes in here that look really good. Because it's like everyone's best recipe. So you know it's going to be good. Alright, speaking of Blackbird Designs, I'm in the Moda Fat Quarter Bundle of the month. And it is a curated bundle of 12 fat quarters from a collection from Fat Quarter Shop. And this month, well, the last one I received, I'm not sure which month it was actually for because of delays in shipping, was Blackbird Designs Threads That Bind. And I have already opened this and looked through it a bunch of times, so it's all messed up. But let me just show you the, I fell in love with this. This is not my typical fabric, and I wasn't expecting to love this fabric, even though it's from Blackbird Designs. I tend to lead towards more like modern, bright, different, you know. But I love this. I love it. So this is the one of the main sampler accent fabrics. So this is full size, and then when you get close, this is what it looks like. This is the other one. This is a different print, similar idea, but a different print. So I have to put something behind it so you can see it. And then all the accent fabrics are in browns and creams and greens. It's just so pretty. I love this floral. I love it. So what I want to do with this, initially I thought I'll make some project bags out of it and put them on Etsy. But when I got it, I was like, no, I'm making a quilt out of this. I think I just want to do like a real simple patchwork quilt. Just maybe 5 or 6 inch squares. And it's just so pretty. I love it. So the next thing I have is I'm doing a Cross Stitch Nation stitch along with some ladies. Almost the same ladies that I'm doing the round robin minus Bobby. I think it's everybody but Bobby. Because Bobby's doing Flosstube Friends. So we're doing Cross Stitch Nation, and I haven't worked on that this week, so I didn't show it. But Beth Twist of Heartstrings Samplery, who's a designer, her newsletter had a link to a website called Society 6, where they are taking her designs and putting them on products like coffee cups, mouse pads, etc. And you can order them. Now, this cost an arm and a leg for a coffee cup. I'm not gonna lie, it did. Even with a coupon. But I really wanted it. Really wanted it. So I ordered it. So, I mean, I love it. I love it so much. Now I can drink out of it because I showed y'all. Alright. Now, I'll save that for last. Okay, so while I was at Hobby Lobby, I was walking by and I saw this piece. And immediately I thought, I can use that. So what I got this for was to mount my rows on. So this is my turkey row or Thanksgiving row, whatever it is. This is by Lizzie Kate. So I have been looking for something that I can change these out on. And I found this and I love it. I need to stain it or paint it or something. I kind of want to stain it, but I don't know if I have any stain. And I can switch them out. So this is the Lizzie Kate. I have a, let me try to see if it fits. I have a Bent Creek row too. Let me see if the Bent Creek fits. This is my nativity row that I stitched. This is bigger. This may not fit. I actually wanted to get this professionally framed. I don't know what's going to happen. No, it's too long. I mean, too short for the Bent Creek rows. So if you are looking for something for the Bent Creek rows, it does not fit. But it fits the Lizzie Kate strings perfectly. And I have a bunch of Lizzie Kate strings. I already finished the Halloween one into a pillow, which I was not happy with the finish. So, Candace K had sent me those. We did like a little chart swap and she threw a bunch of those in there. So, like kitty string and all that. So, I will use this to display my strings. And the last piece of haul that I want to show you is my fabric of the month for Grace Notes Fabrics, and it is called White Peach Tea. You've probably seen this on other Flosstubes. I get 32 count Lugana, And I am probably like 100% sure that's not going to show up the color it is, because it is impossible to show accurate fabric color. It is so pretty. It looks like white peach tea. It's so, so, so pretty. And I also get the accessory add-on. This month was scissors. So, this is an add-on you can get with the club. It's, it is these Bowen scissors with the owl on top, a dapper owl with a bow tie, and these are so cute. I love them, and I know they're really good too. I've actually been wanting a pair of these. I think Bobby might sell them on her website, or she did. Maybe not the owls, but I've seen them on Etsy where they have the little figures on top, and I have been wanting a pair, and I just never did get them. So I was super excited to get that in the mail. So that's it for haul. I am trying to make project bags. I have a few made that I will be probably put them on Instagram, and if they don't sell on Instagram, I'll list them on Etsy. But they're patriotic, and they have a little thread bed in them. So this is from a patriotic line. I think it's Minnick & Simpson. This one doesn't have a label, but the other ones I created my labels and I added them on there. So I have a bunch more fabric cut, not patriotic but different fabric. I just had to find the time to construct the bags. I have all the stuff to make them, it's just time. So those are some bags if you're interested, you can stalk my Instagram. Eventually I'll get them up there. I think that's it. Plans. So this video is getting long, so I'm not going to discuss everything. Like, I had some wish list items and things like that, but because it's a 2-week video, it's getting a little long. I don't want to hold you guys, but I will say that Corinne of Grace Notes Fabrics is kitting up Lady Justice for me of Mirabilia. I have never stitched a Mirabilia, but that has been on my wish list for a long time, and if I get it in time, I'm going to start it on my birthday, which is May 22nd. If it doesn't arrive in time, then I will probably start it just whenever. So if you have Lady Justice and you haven't started her, or if you have started her and you just need a reason to get it out, you can stitch along with me. I'll keep you posted on when that will be. It'll be a couple months. So I have ordered some fabric from them. I ordered a light silver color called Andrew. I'm excited about that. I also like the preamble fabric that some people stitch it on. I think it looks really good. So if I get that, then I'll save the Andrew for something else. So I'm working on kitting that up in future plans. So thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.